Acquired immune deficiency syndrome AIDS. One of the most serious virus induced immunodeficiency disease is acquired immune deficiency syndrome, commonly known as AIDS. The virus is called human immunodeficiency virus HIV-1 or HIV-2. In this disease, complete suppression of humoral and cell-mediated immune response occur. The immunodeficient person shows variety of symptoms. He becomes susceptible to various multiple protozoans, viral, bacterial, fungal infection. Patient develop high temperature, weight loss, malaise, fatigue, headache, abdominal pain, mouth ulcers, enlarged lymph nodes, anorexia, diarrhea, uremia, and Kaposi sarcoma. HIV patients show progressive loss of CD4 cells and high rise in number of cytotoxic CD8 cells. The patient die in due course. The infection of HIV occurs by the transfer of semen, blood, vaginal fluid, pre-ejaculated fluid, and breast milk. Within these body fluids, HIV is found as both free virus particle and viruses within infected immune cells. The death of AIDS patient is usually from opportunistic infection and malignancies associated with the disease. Various aspects of AIDS: detection, isolation, origin, HIV and other related immunodeficiency viruses, current status of HIV, fine structure of HIV, life cycle, clinical manifestation of HIV, prevention and treatment. Detection, isolation, and origin. The AIDS disease was detected about 3 decades back in USA in gay communities. Various aspects of AIDS disease has been described as under detection. In USA, acquired immune deficiency syndrome was first recognized in 1981. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention reported occurrence of pneumocystis carini, a protozoan infection in 5 previously normal and healthy male homosexuals in Los Angeles. The CDC also reported occurrence of Kaposi sarcoma in 26 previously healthy male homosexuals in New York. Very soon, AIDS disease was found in female injection drug users and recipients of blood transfusions. The AIDS gradually was found in African countries, underdeveloped and developing countries. AIDS disease epidemiologically has emerged as serious life-threatening global disease. In untreated HIV patients, the mortality is 100%. The AIDS is a direct sexually transmitted disease caused by HIV belonging to family Retroviridae. The HIV is a retrovirus containing 2 RNA genome and 2 enzymes called as enzyme reverse transcriptase, which mediate synthesis of DNA by RNA. Isolation. Les Montagnier of Louis Pasteur Institute of Immunology, France, isolated HIV in 1983 from non-immunodeficient homosexual individual with lymphoadenopathy. Robert Hallo of USA also isolated HIV in 1984. The virus was called as lymphoadenopathy associated virus. Out of variable confusing nomenclature, the virus associated with human immunodeficiency disease is called human immune deficiency virus HIV-1 and associated with West African population is known as HIV-2. Virus was isolated from blood, lymph nodes, bone marrow, spleen, plasma, serum, semen, and saliva of HIV patient. The isolation of virus from above individuals shows that HIV-1 is transmitted via homosexual and heterosexual contact and via blood and blood products. Origin. The human immunodeficiency virus has been envisioned to have been originated from Africa. The origin of HIV has been recently studied involving molecular epidemiology. The data collected through molecular epidemiology showed that HIV originated from ISV CP2 retrovirus harbored by chimpanzees. The envisioned evolutionary sequence suggests that the SIV-CP2 ancestor recombined when they mated with several species of non-primates, then into chimpanzees and ultimately into man. Frequent HIV infection occurred with several groups of mutated SIV-CP2 viruses adapting to humans living within chimpanzee habitat. The full length of genome analysis shows that HIV-1 group M, N, and O are most similar to SIV CP2 virus of pan troglodytes evolving with separate lineages. It is now clear that only SWCP2 strain referred as the MHIV1 which is responsible for global AIDS disease. In West Africa, human immunodeficiency viruses 2 predominant. In United States of America, largely HIV-1 infection, in some cases HIV-2 infections occur. HIV and other related immune deficiency viruses. In man, HIV infection is transmitted through semen during sexual intercourse or via transfusion of blood containing HIV-1 or HIV-2. HIV-1 closely resembles to human T-cell leukemia immunodeficiency virus. HTLV-1 is known as retrovirus causing immunodeficiency in man. Besides HTLV-1, three more retroviruses HTLV-2, HTLV-4 and HTLV-5 has been reported. HTL5 is responsible for T-cell leukemia, a malignant cancer of CD4 cell, and tropical parasitic paralysis, a neurological disease in which the patient feels difficulty in walking. Some HIV retrovirus has been isolated from non-human primates responsible for causing similar immunodeficiency syndrome like AIDS. For instance, SIV-MAC is found in rhesus monkey, SIV-AGM found in African green monkey, SIV-SM found in sooty monkey, SIV-MOOD found in mandrill, and SIV-CP2 found in chimpanzee. Current status of HIV. Current status of HIV. Recently, prevalence of AIDS has been alarming. The major factor for increasing in AIDS cases all over the world is because of transmission of disease via heterosexual contacts with various partners. WHO estimated that approximately 7 million people suffered from AIDS in 1992. By 2000, AIDS kills nearly 3 million people and continues to spread with high rate, infecting about 1,500 individuals per day. According to data between 2003 to 2005, total number of AIDS patients are approximately 46 million. AIDS has spread to Central and South Africa such as Congo, Zambia, Zaire, Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, Tanzania, Europe, Southeast Asia, Middle East Asia, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Malaysia. Pediatric AIDS cases are also on increase because of transmission through mother's blood, through placenta, and blood transfusion. Number of infection is different country consists of Caribbean, Eastern Europe and Central Asia. Currently, the long clinical latency aspect has been reviewed. The latency aspect was mistaken for a long time that HIV is a slow virus. It takes long period for activation to reach high level of depletion of CD4 cells, but now it is considered that from very start of HIV infection, there is a dynamic molecular interaction between AIDS virus and CD4 cells. But now it is considered that from very start of HIV infection, there is dynamic molecular interaction between AIDS virus and CD4 cells, macrophages and B cells. HIV-1 shows uncontrolled replication, facilitating high level of increase of cytotoxic CD8 cells and gradual depletion of CD4 cells. The course of disease varies in various persons. Mostly there is rapid progression of clinical AIDS disease and person dies within 2 to 3 years. In a small population, person after HIV infection remains healthy for about 10 years. The CDC has developed HIV related condition as acute, asymptomatic, chronic and AIDS. We will continue afterwards in part 2.